Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your mid-month reading for July. And you can think about 4 weeks into the future, which is mid-July until mid-August. And we're just in this super moon energy for mid-July. And we're going to come into the full moon energy of mid-August. So it's a lot of full moon, super moon energy swirling around in this period, in this time period, mid-July until mid-August, and also in your reading. So just have that in mind, which is a lot about manifestation, coming full circle. Something you have planted a while ago is now coming to fruition. It's a really beautiful energy. We're starting with 3 initial cards here, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into these cards. We're getting all the cards on the table, all the clarifiers, and then I'm getting into the energy. So, Cancer, mid-month, July, please. What do you have to say to them? Well, we're starting with mystical wisdom here. Ooh. First card out. Have to dive down on the floor. First one is choices. Make the best choices. Do you feel like you have any choices to make? And the second card is on the floor. Wow. Leadership. It's a little bit of a Leo reminder there. So maybe Cancer, you are a cusp sign, which means that you're born right at the end of Cancer, or like right at the beginning of Leo. So you have a lot of both of them in your chart, in your sign. You can have Leo in your chart overall. We're going to see what that is about. And third card, please, for Cancer, mid-month. What is going on for them? Cancer, please. Ooh. And if you resonate with this part 1, there's going to be a part 2 that you're so welcome to. But you don't know that until we've gotten the cards. Do you? Oh, we need a break. This is too hard. Come on. What is it that we're looking for? We're looking for enlightenment, and that doesn't come easy. And also intuition. Wow. These guys are coming out under the same spot. So the reason it took a little bit of time is that because they wanted to come out right next to each other. And I'm like, what is it that takes so much time? What enlightenment sort of does. And learning to really, really pay attention to your intuition does. So that's what's taking a little bit of time. We're going to clarify these, and then we're going to get into the energies. So choices. Why is choices here for Cancer, please? Choices. Why is that here for Cancer? I see moving birds. So maybe there's someone who wants to move somewhere. You want to go back somewhere. You want to go where you feel like home. You want to go where it feels like a warmer climate. I'm also seeing unicorns in the palm of your hand. So maybe there's a very, very significant relationship that you're thinking about right now, are in right now. Clarifying choices, please. Again, it's taking a little bit of time, I have to say. There you go. Moving on, and fertility. We're moving on from something to something, and then fertility is coming out around choices. And then we have the Leo card. Remember, we're going to clarify that. Why is the leadership card here for Cancer, please? Leadership for Cancer, please. just knocked my candles over. Suffering in silence and triumph. Wow. These are like very before and after, dark and light, like very opposite energies. Like moving on, leaving something behind, and fertility. Feels like two very different energies. And suffering in silence with triumph. Very different energies. Coming out underneath leadership. Interesting energy. Let's see what that is about. And then we're going to clarify intuition and enlightenment. Why is that here for Cancer, please? There you go. You're getting a little bit of a similar vibe to Taurus. Because Taurus had enlightenment and Taurus had the lovers coming out. And there's a similarity here. I think that Taurus also had the fertility card. So if you feel like you are resonating with Taurus somewhat, then maybe you should go check that reading out and see whatever, if it resonates with you. Okay, interesting. So we have harmony here. We're going to start right at the beginning. So we're coming in here with the choices. Make the best make the best choices. There's a waterfall there. There's a mother and a child coming out of a nekros. What the heck is that in English? We see that flower open in the crown chakra. And I already feel when I block myself, so I'm not going to be given the name either. Okay, let's see if it comes to mind. There's this blood moon. I don't know when the next blood moon is. I think it's going to be in a while because we just had those. There's something around the next blood moon. And we have those super moon and the full moon coming up, but it's not a blood moon. I don't think. So maybe look up when the next blood moon is and see what that does for you. See if there's anything to it, like something's going to happen around this time. Okay. I just feel like, so with these choices, are you thinking about like you want to pursue something, you want to go somewhere, you want to really go somewhere, but you don't know if you could leave a relationship behind or a job behind or a city even behind or like a home behind. But this is sort of urging you, it's urging you to move on and understand that whatever you're going to is going to be so fertile. It's not, so if you're thinking about leaving a situation behind and moving on to something else, like is this the best thing to do right now? Like, should I go away and work over there instead, or you know, get on to this education thing? Is that going to mess with my relationship at home? Is that going to, am I stupid for letting go of this great apartment, of this great house, of this town? Like, if there's these feelings of fear of leaving something behind, is sort of inspiring you to really move on and understanding that on the other side of this, there's a lot of fertility, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of things happening. So if you don't have to be afraid that if you let go of something, Cancer, whatever you ended up in is like, oh, that's a bore, or that's death, or that's like, you know, it didn't happen. I don't feel that energy at all. I just feel on the contrary, that it's going to be like really thriving and alive and really beautiful for you. But those are choices. So there's like, it's like you're thinking about making this move. You're thinking about leaving something behind. And if this is the right choice for you. We have leadership and set your goals. And suffering in silence and triumph. So I just feel like there's this decision weighing on you that you don't share with anyone. There's triumph at the end of this. We have fertility and triumph at the end of this. There's so much to gain from making this shift or making this change. I don't know why you can't talk to someone about this, or like why you feel like you need to keep it to yourself, or if it's just like so fresh that you just don't, sometimes we just have these ideas and you sort of want them to linger a bit, or want to, what do you say, percolate. Want them to percolate a little bit. Like you want them to sort of make ground before you share it with someone else, because it's like you don't even know yourself where you're going or what you're leaving or what you're doing. And then to have like 20 questions and you don't have the answers to it, sometimes we just want it to settle in for a little bit before we share it with someone. But I feel like this not sharing with someone, it actually becomes that it weighs you down. It really could serve you a lot, Cancer, to share this with someone. To just talk to someone that you feel that you trust. Okay? I'm going to read for their leadership card there. There you go. Set your goals. You can master yourself with a certain assertiveness and self-discipline. You can master yourself with assertiveness and self-discipline. Take a leading role in this situation, knowing that mind over heart is sometimes necessary when group decisions need to be made. Define your structure, set your boundaries, and focus your attention on achieving your group goals. Stick to your plan and see it through to the end. Your strength of purpose helps to overcome obstacles and achieve the impossible. Your strength of purpose helps to overcome obstacles and achieve the impossible. Expect an opportunity or job promotion with extra responsibilities. This may require letting go of an unhealthy choice. Oh my God. That is just amazing. This may require letting go of an unhealthy choice. The mantra is, I make fair and just decisions. I am a good leader. So, wow. There's this situation here where I just feel like sometimes when we just step into our clarity, if we're, in the past, I was very much, I might still be, I just have reshaped it a little bit. But in the past, I was for sure like a two-choice person. If it wasn't a two-choice, I made it a two-choice. Back when, in my age and time, you could go out and rent a DVD. You went to the store to get a movie, and it always came down to two movies. Should it be this one? Should it be that one? And then it was really like a decision that I needed to make, and it sort of weighed a little bit on me each time. Like I so wanted to get the right movie. Like, why? Get both of them. Get the next one tomorrow. Like, it was just such a silly. But everything just had to come down to two choices. Like, it was a choice. And then, when you come into that energy of like on and off, this or that, right or left, you're going to start to attract things that supports that sort of a roller coastery energy. And so more and more things in your life just becomes these, you have to choose between these things, and these things might not even be that conducive to your life or that brilliant or that beautiful or that loving to your life. It just comes down to a very unsettling, unclear, don't like where it's going energy. And you just keep, adding on to that energy. So just coming into this clarity, just to this moving on and not knowing if you're making the right choice, just coming into this leadership, just coming into this energy overall, and just stay steady there, or stay firmly there in this energy, is going to bring so much clarity that what a minute ago felt like a choice is not even a choice anymore. It's like it just becomes so apparent which path to take. So I wouldn't necessarily, put too much emphasis on making the right choice as I would put all my attention and intention on finding the right clarity inside of myself. Like I would, wherever you, Cancer, right now can find balance. If it's like meditation, a walk in nature, listen to good music, have awesome conversations with people, and on the contrary, pull away from that which is drama, conflict, where it's confusion, and where we can't really make up our minds. You know, it's try to pull away from that as much as you can and just come into clarity. And that might also be the suffering in silence, that you just can't, like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, I really don't know what to do. And it brings you down, it weighs you down. When, you know, Spirit really has a path for you. There's triumph here. There's a winning here. There's a chariot vibe here. We have success on the table. But it might be really tricky for you to even see that success, to see even the path that leads to that, because you're in the mindset of, I don't know which one to choose. So it's like, it's a little bit veligt, I would say in Swedish. The next one is, like I said, it takes a little bit of time. Like, what is it that takes that long? Like, why does it take that long for the cards to come out? Because it takes a minute to get into the enlightenment and to get into the intuition. This is a place, okay, so we think it's about making the choice about leaving or entering a relationship. You think it's a choice about, should I stay in this town or should I leave? Should I stay in this apartment or should I get another one? Should I get onto that education program or say yes to that job or say yes or no to this relationship? Like, all of it, it just looks like it comes down to those choices. It comes down to making the right decision for yourself in terms of like where your life is going. But in my heart, in my understanding over the years, and my reference to this is that there is never one single thing that is being put in front of you, or like one single choice, one single experience, one single situation or person being put in front of you that has something or everything to do with you discovering the full potential of who you are. Did you follow me there? You will never be put in a situation unless it has some immediate connection to you finding out more about yourself as a person, as your full potential. And so whatever this is about, whatever, like leaving a relationship behind and stepping into a new one, leaving, even though sometimes it feels really comfortable, leaving a home that feels comfortable because you feel a greater calling, whatever this is for you, this is all about, it comes down to you practicing trusting your intuition, practicing trusting the calling that you hear, feel, sense, see, smell even. Like I trust that if Spirit is giving me this path, I am trusting my inner gut, like I'm trusting that inner voice of mine, and I'm going to follow it. And I guess intuition and enlightenment goes hand in hand. Like you can be in a really shitty place and you can be, but you still listen to your intuition. You're headed for enlightenment, and whatever's going on right now that feels like greater choices, feels like life decision choices, is all for you to discover and pay attention and trust your intuition, and it's all for you to open up to your true enlightenment. We have harmony here, which can also be a choice. It can also be a choice. My number 6, which is love and harmony, and we have the harmony card. So this is also very much like, this is where you will come into. You will come in, you will seek alignment, and in alignment is harmony and love. But it's yet again choices. It's and we have 2 6s on the table. I recently just said, I think it was even like Gemini or Taurus, I just said it's such a rare reading where I get 3 6 9 on the table. But you know what, guys? You do. We have 3 6 6 9, but 3 6 9 on the table, and you might not. So what? This is the. I'm just gonna push these together. This is the formula, numerology wise, this is the formula for all creation. This is where the magic lies. This is where this is 369 is what you want. 369 is the solution, manifestation, result, magic, miracle, whatever you want to seek there. This is the answer, 369. And it's such a rare occasion that these, you would think that they come out more often, but they don't. And here they are, 369. And I was like, whatever reading that was, Taurus or Gemini, I was like, oh, I think we have a 369. And I was like, no, we don't. We don't have a 369 situation. But that was actually for you. So just know, Cancer, that if you need a miracle, it's gonna happen. If you need some magical potion to come into play, it's gonna be given to you. If you need whatever you need, this is the creation of all creation is right here for you. I will look deeper into this in the extension. I will look deeper into the enlightenment, and we just want to know what Spirit has to say to you. So if you feel drawn to this first part, I recommend you to come to the second part if it resonates with you, obviously. Just go read about it. There's 2 ways to get there. There's 2 links to read about them to see whatever fits you better. And if you don't want to come there, that's completely fine. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.